Hello, boys and girls. I am back. Today, I want to talk to you. I hope you guys are not just going to listen to me, but also hear me. I chose to speak about depression and anxiety. I felt that way many times in my life. I felt that way when I was small. I felt like that when I was a teenager. And I definitely have some moments even in my everyday life right now. For someone, it's a little bit more intense. For somebody else, it's a little bit easier to deal with. Um, Sometimes it's very easy to forget this state of mind, and a little thing is enough to keep your brain occupied and to keep your mind away from this sadness, from this tiredness, from this just not willing to do anything and not willing to even do things that made you happy before. So I decided to talk about it because a lot of you guys ask me if I'm familiar with this feeling. If I do, how do I deal with it? I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to try to teach you what to do or to tell you what's correct doing in situations like that. But I can definitely share with you a little bit more about myself or maybe even people around me that had to deal with that or are dealing with that. Let's try. There's definitely no rules for how to behave and what to do when you are depressed. One of the reasons why people get depressed is anxiety, and anxiety can be so intense that it gives you fears. It gives you fears and doubts that you never had before, or maybe you had before, but you never knew what they are and how they are called. These fears can lead to a very serious state of mind that will keep you far from your friends, far from your family, and unhappy with your job, unhappy with your hobbies, unhappy with your life, with your family, with your loved ones. If this is so common and if this is so intense, what do we do? I definitely found a few recipes that work well for me, and I'm gonna definitely share them with you, and hopefully they can maybe help you out as well. Do they help me fully? Is it the correct recipe? Is it the correct thing to do? I don't know. I guess there's no correct or incorrect. It's what works well for you in that moment. When I am down and I have doubts and I am overwhelmed with whatever is the situation I'm dealing with, I just try my best to keep my brain busy. Because all it is, it comes from here. Fears, anxiety, depression, nightmares, all those things are very, very similar and they are connected one to another and they can lead one to another, in my opinion. So if they start here, then it means that the cure is also here somewhere, right? Now, if you think that way, then all you need to do is occupy your brain. You have to do everything possible in order not to think about what makes you sad or what makes you so depressed or what gives you those nightmares. Now, that's not a very easy task. What helps me in this situation is either reading books, because when you read, your imagination goes wild because you're imagining everything you're reading, right? So it keeps your brain occupied. That definitely gives me a break from the reality. Second, that thing that really helps me a lot is working out. Physical workout, whatever it is that you like. I like different things. I like stretching, yoga. I like even, just going to the gym. I like being in the nature, hiking. All these kind of sports, they make me feel alive because it's a physical thing you can feel through your muscles, through every cell of your body, that keeps your brain also very occupied and it makes you feel alive. So I feel like with a very healthy body, you can have a healthier mind. So that is definitely one of the recipes for me. It makes me feel definitely a little bit better. Something else that will help me a lot would be to try my best to surround myself only with people that genuinely love me or genuinely care for me. And no matter who it is, it can be a complete stranger, it can be a family member, it can be your loved one, your significant other, it can be your pet even. You know, because animals love you no matter what, most of them, right? And they give you that love, they give you that attention, they look you in the eyes, and it makes you feel a little bit better, a little bit more relieved. Definitely one of the things that helped me a lot is music. Music is one of the best cure against anxiety and against, especially against depression. And here you would be thinking, but there is sad music. There is heavy, intense, sad music. Or not necessarily heavy, just, very emotional. But that's okay because it will make you feel something else. It will make you feel alive. Even if that feeling is also a little bit sad and melancholic or whatever it is. But it gives you that incredible feeling of being alive. Through music, you can feel alive. It helps me a lot. Listening to music, writing music, performing on a stage. You don't have to be a musician to feel the music or find the cure of your depression through music. I think that works with everybody. You just have to find what band or album or song gives you that feeling, those goosebumps, and you're like, yes, I feel this. I feel this, really. Hands down, performing on the stage during my shows and looking in the eyes of people that are there for the band and for our music gives me a very intense sensation of happiness, and that helps me a lot. Definitely helps me a lot. It's not something that lasts long, but temporary. It's a temporary cure. And I feel like this temporary cure is better than the temporary cure of pills or drugs or alcohol or, I don't know, whatever other addictions, like, I don't know, gambling or whatever the other addictions that you think help you temporary. It might, probably does, but it's temporary. So if there is an alternative for the temporary cure, why not using it? I will definitely suggest you guys to try your best not to shout down people around you. Because in your head, you will think, they don't understand me. They don't know what I'm going through right now. And I don't want to be fake. I don't want to fake happiness. I don't want to fake that I'm okay. I felt like that so many times. I want you to know that there's nothing more genuine and better than the truth. So be yourself. And if you're sad, fucking be sad. Be sad around your friends. Don't be sad alone. Don't shut down and close that door in front of everybody else. Because you would be surprised how sometimes the person you're talking to or the person you are with is gonna not only understand your state of mind, but feel very familiar to it. And maybe that person is also going through something like that, or that person maybe had to deal with something similar in the past. And maybe that person is gonna be the person to help you. Never shut down, never close the door. Be yourself, even if you're sad and miserable. It's okay. We are human beings. We don't have to be happy all the time. I mean, it would be awesome, but that's not how it is. That's not how reality is. Everybody has issues, and sooner or later, even if you are in a very happy atmosphere or happy state of mind or a very happy place in your life right now, especially in comparison with your past or your childhood or what you had to go through back in the day, that still doesn't mean that you can't be sad or can't be depressed. Depression, unfortunately, it's like this black demon that doesn't really choose a poor person or a rich person, a young person or an old person, a boy or a girl. It just happens. It happens to be around us. It happens to just suck the life out of us. I guess what I'm trying to say here is it's not easy to be yourself when you're sad or lonely or just not feeling it. But I beg you, be yourself. Be yourself even around the loved ones. And if you feel like nothing helps you out of this dark and noisy and sinister place you're in, if nothing helps you get out, then don't be afraid to ask for help, for serious help. And as I said, help can be so different, so different. Something that works well for me might not work for you. And maybe you need to call a therapist. Maybe you need a person that knows what they are doing, because some states of mind are deeper than the others, and it might be necessary for you to have somebody stronger and somebody with big knowledge to help you out of there. I really decided to do this, guys, because I am familiar with this and I'm struggling with this every day, and it doesn't matter if I am happy in my personal life and if I'm happy with what I'm doing or if I'm happy with where I'm at. It's just something you can't control in a way or another. There's always going to be something or someone that is going to cause you getting back to that sinister and dark, noisy place. So please be strong for me. Try to be happy. Wake up and see the world around you. This is Bananas. Don't forget to smile. I love you.